Thank you for tuning in. You're watching Life Flow with Candice Cruz. And today we're going to talk about a topic that we all have to face at one point in our lives. And to me, I've had to face it several times. And that's dealing with unforgiveness. So many instances people will hurt us or will go through things that can really wound us, and our hearts will harden if we don't learn to forgive. I heard a really good saying that unforgiveness is like drinking poison hoping that the other person dies. Isn't that serious when you think about it? So if I don't forgive you for your offense against me and I'm holding it against you, I'm really hurting myself more than you possibly could have hurt me. See, unforgiveness is something that we have to let go of. It is a prison that we put ourselves in emotionally, physically, and it can lead to sin, which leads to death. So it's not something that we want to hold on to. We need to learn to forgive people. You know, God's greatest command, if we take it back to John, Jesus says, commands us to love one another as he has loved us. So true love doesn't hold bitterness, and it doesn't hold unforgiveness. It doesn't hold people captive. If we say we love God, then we love to follow his commands. And one of his commands is that we must forgive those that have trespassed against us so that God can forgive us. So when we don't forgive, guess what? God doesn't forgive us. Let's look at some of the things that unforgiveness can cause, and sometimes we're not mindful of it because we're just so angry and we just want to hold on to it, and we think by being angry at that person or being angry at that situation is going to bring satisfaction. It's not. You're only hurting yourself. While they've moved on, they sleep well at night, they're going through their daily lives, you're still here, bitter, hurt, bleeding, and this infection of sin is about to manifest itself. Let's look at it. Unforgiveness brings diseases, it brings curses upon yourself, hardens your heart. It also separates us from God, which is a big one. Prayers are even hindered by unforgiveness. Passing down to generation, it even opens up to us torment from the enemy. Because you see, when you have unforgiveness, you have a door that's open and it's a direct access into your life to stir up strife, to torment you, to bring separation from Christ, to bring confusion, to bring hurt, to bring contempt. There's so much that comes with not being able to forgive someone freely. You know, in Matthew 6:5, but if you forgive men of their trespasses, neither will God forgive you of yours. So if you don't forgive men, what does it say? God will not forgive you of yours. That is not something that you want to hold on to. Give it to God. Let him deal with it. Bring it to his feet and let him have it. You know, in Matthew 18:22, then Peter came to Jesus and asked, Lord, how many times shall I forgive my brother and my sister who has sinned against me? God says up to 7 times. I tell you, not 7 times, but 77 times. That's a lot. That's meaning forgive them offense after offense, time after time. That does not give the right for you to lay down as a doormat and have someone walk all over you. You must use wisdom when you're dealing with people that have hurt you, that have caused you pain, that have backstabbed you, because we've all been there. But you have to release it. You have to give it to God, because it's infested, and there's no good that's going to come out of a heart that's unforgiven. You know, it hardens, and you can't live in that place. You can't be blessed. You can't move on. You can't prosper. You want to walk in good health. You want the blessings of the Lord. You want to be favored in all things. You have to release people. Release them. Forgive them. You know, when you forgive, you hold the power. When you don't forgive, they still hold the power over you. They still hold that offense over you. They still got you right there. They're still saying, hey, you're right here and I can still hurt you. That's because you don't forgive. Forgive someone in your life today. Free them so you can be free in Christ. I love you. Thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned for many shows like this.